Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. It's 17:15 Zulu on October 25th, 2022. And Jeff has a work assignment today, so he's got the day off and from the show. But we have a very special guest. It's Lyle KE0ZNV. Hello, Lyle.
Hello. I'm
And
here in Colorado.
yes, Lyle, why don't you tell everybody how you got started in ham radio and what you're doing?
So, starting in ham radio, ham family, fourth generation. I'm the fourth generation, so ham radio is just in our blood. I've been operating a base station in California since I could really speak well. I got my license at the beginning of COVID in February, got my general in July, and I progressed to the battle station that is presented right here, with my hex beam out there. I do satellite, or some satellite, mostly HF. I love Raichus, but I do some contesting, such as School Club Roundup. And I run a few nets.
Okay.
Which
so,
is the, sorry.
Tell us about the nets you run, Lyle.
So the first net I run is my own. It's the Yacht HF net, or Young Amateur Kingfish Hand Net. It's primarily, we run on a node called Echolink. So a lot of technicians. So the goal is to bring the text to a general in that order. And then there's another one, the YL System Youth, or Young Hamnet. I'm one of the first three net controls. It's still going. This Saturday should have a net. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but it's at 1900 UTC or Zulu, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, and what frequency does that occur on?
The YL system is 14332, and mine is 295 and up, because I move around. I don't have an official frequency, let's say.
Okay. All right. And so how old were you when you first got licensed?
I was 14.
14. Okay. Great. And you also spent some time this past summer at one of the camps, right?
Yes, Yoda.
Okay.
I'm actually wearing the shirt right now.
And tell us how that went.
Yoda went amazingly. I got to meet several of the yacht friends I know. Katie, Grace, Michael. There's a lot of people I met that were absolutely amazing hams, very talented individuals in the youth ham radio world.
So, what was your favorite part about this camp?
Basically everything. I had a blast there. We got to go to Kings Island, which is a great attraction out there in Cincinnati, or Westchester, anyways. We had a few VHF contest sprints, and people definitely had some fun there. It was my preferred way because it was a little short, but I had a blast doing the fox hunting. Had a blast doing the balloon launch. Had a blast doing some of the HF stuff with Grace and getting her name. I forgot her name, but had tons of fun with HF and doing some satellites with Grace, just guidance and whatnot. And it sparked my own satellite stuff, so I've been doing some satellite myself.
So this photo that's on your QRZ page, do you see it? That I'm showing?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you describe your station to us?
Okay, so right behind me, right here, is a Drake L4B. Under here, let me remove this, is my prized possession. Move out of the way. This is a SP200. I resoldered it myself, or a lot of the boards because it needed resoldered. This is a first generation amplifier.
Okay.
And I'm the fourth and I got to restore the main power supply, soft start, soft keyer, and all the things that needed to be resoldered. I did. Come back over here is an NT2000 Drake tuner to pair up with this L4B. We used it because it could take the wattage we need. This is a Yaesu FT-DX10, amazing radio. It's done really well in our noisy environment as we are in a kind of a neighborhood. It's kind of noisy and whatnot. It's our this rotor is a Yaesu G1000DXA. I don't remember what totally the rotor is, but that's the controller. We have a CW key here. This I forgot to say Anytone radio. It's one of ours, and this is a Yaesu FTM 200D, which is usually in a truck, but unfortunately can't. That truck is in a dealership currently, so being repaired.
So,
and this is my control panel. I have all of my meter. I could turn anything on and off.
Okay. And do you share the shack with your dad?
Yes. This is technically his PC, but I'm using it.
Okay. Yeah. And so did you or your father spend some time in California?
He used to live out in California. That's where he got his 6 call.
Okay.
It's called the KD6I KW. He's out there. He lived in California for a while. Only had his tech. That's the only way they were able to communicate back out there. Is we have a family repeater out in California, which still sees active use.
Oh, good.
And that's the only way the only way they communicated before cell phones.
Right. Right.
He upgraded to general with me in July of 2020.
Okay. And so what is your favorite subject at school?
Right, probably history.
Okay.
I'm a big history nut.
All right. Are you thinking about college, Lyle? What are you thinking about after high school?
I'm pretty much thinking I want to do something in engineering, aeronautical, or something. I heard I'm thinking about tether engineering. Apparently it's pretty good. And it's going to be a needed role.
Okay.
It's not very filled currently.
All right. Well, we have some folks in the chat room. I want to recognize them too here, Lyle. India Tango 9, India Delta Golf is on. Giuseppe, and also John. And it says congratulations on the Worked All States Triple Play Award. And so, yep, finally got that all done. And Michael, W3MLJ, who was at your camp, I believe, Lyle, right?
Yes, he was.
He says, hi, Lyle and Tim. Was a blast with you, Lyle, at the Yoda camp. Amazing time. And also from Puerto Rico, it's Kilo Papa 4 Papa Radio. And Massimo is on, Kilo Fox 0 November Zulu Yankee. And our friend Mike, Kilo Echo 3 Juliet Papa is on. And Tom says 73 Lyle, this is November Yankee 0 Victor. It's great to see early teens getting into radio. And Dan is on from Kentucky, WA4 Mike Oscar Mike. Nice looking L4B from a dedicated Drake fan. And then also Scott is on, Kilo Echo 5 Oscar Lima. And Robert is on, November 0 Papa Juliet X-Ray. Awesome to see the youth in amateur radio. So what are some of the things that you want to do that you haven't done in ham radio, Lyle?
there's quite a bit of satellite stuff I really want to do. I've been wanting to get into slow scan TV. Um, I've done a bit of voice, but my brain is not very good at copying calls very quickly without a paper. But in satellite, really does not allow you to do that. So I've been looking at like slow scan, microwave, or something in that area. Then for HF, I've been trying to. My main goal, I've been successful in a bit, getting a few generals to get some people get generals, but I need more. There's not enough youth, of course. That's why in contests like the School Club Roundup are so important to me. This is my School Club Roundup log that I just finished. I got 678, 100 contacts, and there's about 35 schools in that log.
Wow, 35 schools. That is great.
And there's about 6 clubs.
All right, 6 clubs. Wow. Let's see here. We have Jason is on Kilo Echo 0 India Alpha Victor, and also Kilo Delta 6 India Quebec Whiskey. Best part as dad was all time building the shack and antenna together. So that's your dad, right?
Firm, and I believe that was the best part of our shack adventures, or just building it. I think currently, right now, we're on our longest streak of not messing with an antenna, which is usually our 4080 antenna. We're always messing with it.
Well, that's okay. It's always
currently it's a triangle, kind of a triangle 4080.
Mm-hmm.
But the best part we did was our stand for our new beam, or it's not a new beam, but our new tower.
Mm-hmm.
We built it. We basically built it from scratch.
Wow.
A bunch of wood, dug the poles by basically by hand, no machine, just
right.
A post digger for like fences, whatnot.
Right.
And I did both of them. We laid concrete together, did all that, and built the entire thing up, and it's a beauty.
That sounds great, and it's good to have your dad on here with us. Also, November 3, Echo Victor November, Jeff is on. He says, nice camp effort. And Jared, Whiskey Alpha 6 Delta Oscar Sierra is on. Way to go, Lyle. Love seeing that SB200 and that photo of our Grandpa Jack, the original WA6 DOS.
Yep, that's his picture right here, and that's also another picture of him.
Nice. And we have Edward is on. Great interview. Lyle Yacht is proud of you. And Reinhard, Delta Hotel 3 November Alpha Bravo from Germany. Lyle reminds me about when I was young. Keep going with the ham radio. And of course, Reinhard is the RF kit guru, and he's amplifier wizard. Well, Lyle, thanks so much for coming on today and telling us your story. It was great to meet you, and to also say hi to your dad that was in the chat room. And we wish you continued success. We hope you go far and get into college and enjoy the heck out of ham radio. You know, keep doing it, man.
I've already enjoyed enough of it, and I continue to.
Good, good. Well, keep at it, and we'll look for you on the air. And we'll look for everybody else on the air. Have some fun. Get on the radio, and we'll see you next time. 73 from DX Engineering.
73 is from KE0ZNV.